I have been practicing as a naturopathic physician for a number of years, and I had a few patients that I noticed their physical side was stagnant. There are things that we couldn't seem to change using different natural procedures and prescriptions. Well, then all of a sudden things shifted for them, and as we chatted, I found that they had been seeing Kim Evans as a therapist and had made some tremendous changes in that short period of time. So Kim and I contacted each other and got together and realized that what we could do for patients in working together with them would advance them tremendously, so that they can get to their optimal health.
And so what we're calling this is coordinated care. It's like having two of us bookends supporting our patients and clients. And what we're seeing is that they are flourishing because we are working with the body, mind, spirit, and emotions all in one. And so Barbara and I are always in contact with each other and working together. And what we decided, because more and more people have been telling us that this is something unique, that we wanted to create a retreat so we could provide an intensive experience with both of us.
So the value that somebody will receive from being at this retreat with Kim and I are that it is a unique experience. It's a fun experience, and yet it's going to be the start of the changes in your mental, emotional, physical health through different activities that we will be doing. There's going to be education, there's group support, but the activities will be fun activities, yet will help you see what's going on with you, so that we can come up with action items that are very specific for you as an individual.
That's correct, because the value that everyone's going to be receiving is in your daily life. You may come and see Dr. Koudelka or myself, but then life gets in the way. And this way you have 4 intensive days with us to ask us any questions. Plus we're going to learn even more about you and be able to give you specific guidelines. I mean, we were never given a life manual.
If only we could.
That's right. When we graduated, we didn't get a life manual with our diplomas, and we're still trying to figure it out. And with Barbara and I developing coordinated care, we really believe that we have developed a wonderful process that gives you step-by-step action items so you can achieve the optimal health and success in your life that you've always wanted.
Mm-hmm. And this will be action items that are specific to you in what you can do, taking the information that you learned in working with Kim and I at the retreat. We will come up with a plan for you, a guide for you, and action items for you, because a lot of times people give you general information, but they don't give action items. And unless we take those action steps, nothing changes. So here's the opportunity to get that specific to you, work with us and work with your team, your support group, over not only just the retreat, but we're also planning follow-up sessions 10 days, 20 days, and 30 days into your action program to make sure that you're staying on track and that you have whatever guidance you need to support you to get to your healthiest you can be.
That's right. So not only will you have the two of us for 4 days, but you're also going to have a whole month of follow-up, because we really want to ensure your success. That's our passion. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never met anybody else that is so committed, and really our passion is to help everyone reach new levels of health and success in their lives.
And it works really well together. We work really well together with our patients, clients, and attendees now on the retreat, in that I work with the physical side from a natural standpoint. We're looking at adrenals and thyroid and hormones in your immune system and your GI system and how well it works or doesn't work. Tied in with that, all those systems have conversations with the mind. In turn then, Kim is really great at working with people and really zeroing in on the emotional issues that are creating the physical problems for them. She's very quick at getting to that and at helping to support you as individuals in figuring out how to get through those blockages that cause the mental problems, emotional problems, and the physical problems.
So we're going to be providing some signature exercises that I've developed, because what I've realized over the last 30 years of working with individuals and organizations is how destructive actually our minds can be. Our minds create stories, and those stories can create greater stress and anxiety in our lives. And so we can tell our minds we need to let go of something, but how do you actually do that?
Right. Yeah.
Right. You can read books and they'll tell you this is what you need to do, but what I've realized is nobody has really given you those step-by-step exercises on how to let go, or how to help the mind shift, or how to change the stories that we all tell ourselves. And so that's what you're also going to be receiving, is all of the exercises that I've developed to actually learn how to navigate your mind, integrate your body and mind, and that will then reduce your stress and anxiety, and now you have more energy to actually do what you would like to do.
And I'd like to emphasize the point Kim is making here too, because we do grow up as youngsters, we develop all these stories, and as we grow with them, we believe that they are truth. And yet they are something that we have come up with based on our experiences. At the same time, if we understand where those things come from, then we can make better choices that we truly want to make in our life to help us reach the goals that we want to reach.
Right.
Whether it's physical, whether it's family, whether it's emotional, financial, anything. That prosperity is there. We just need to not have those limiting beliefs stop us.
Exactly.
And that's what we're doing this for.
Yes, and then you're literally going to be able to empower yourselves to go out and do what you actually want to do and achieve those new levels of health and success. And so that's why we're so excited about doing this for 4 days, to where you're going to have the two of us really be able to zero in on what you need, and we're going to provide you with those action steps to achieve that success.
And the intensity in the 4 days, being there for 4 days, working with us, working with your team and the rest of the people for 4 days, you have the opportunity to experience some of these things. One of the issues normally is that people go home. They have great intentions. They go home. They have, whether it's protocols from me or different exercises from Kim, we have all the best intention of doing them. But then family has things they need. Work has things they need. So we're being pulled away from all these different things that are life experiences, but they do interfere with our growth. So doing this intense, it's actually time management of getting what you want in life. So we're very excited about the possibilities for everybody in this.
Yes, and we're going to be also really teaching you how to work with your brain and reprogram your brain. When we're talking about the stories, that's a deep imprint that the neural nets have created. And so that has been imprinted in your body as well as your mind. And so these exercises are really going to be able to teach you how to retrain your brain and to have less stress and anxiety in your lives. At the end of the program, we're going to be following up with you. And in fact, before you leave, I think everybody's heard of vision boards, but we're going to have people create action boards. And then, knowing about human nature and how we can all procrastinate, we're going to be following up with you at 10, 20, and 30 days to really help you keep on track to ensure your success.
So I think that what we want to do is make a difference in people's lives.
Yes.
We've seen the results of what we've done so far, and it's very exciting. The question is, are you ready to make a difference in your life? Patients that I see either want preventative care, they want to stay healthy. So people, or they have chronic illnesses and they're on different medications, and the medications are causing sometimes more problems, and then they have to take more medications. So what we want is we want to have people in attendance. We're looking at, for this retreat, to be 16 women. We can have a lot of fun, and what we are looking for is people who want to make that change and that difference in their life, who are willing to put the effort in that 4 days of intensive work to make the shift.
Yes, in my private practice over the last 15 years, I've been 100% referrals. So when people come to me, they're willing and ready to make that change. And so those are the type of women that we're really inviting to share this time with us, who have reached that point where they're willing and ready, and they're ready to jump in and allow us to work with them in an intensive way, knowing that by the end of the program, by the end of the 4 days, as well as our follow-up 30 days, it's going to be life-changing.
And can you imagine being with 16 women who are of that mindset?
Right.
And Kim and I mean, there's so many possibilities that can happen, and so many changes to your life and improvements and prosperity that it just boggles our mind, and we're
Right.
just very excited about it.
And the value of the group dynamics, women learn from other women. And so you're going to hear some similar stories. I imagine that there's going to be some bonding. You're going to meet some kindred spirits. And so not only are you going to receive the value of all of the tools and insights and information we're going to be providing you, but you're also going to be able to meet some other women that I believe you could create lifelong relationships with.